What is up, world? Thanks for coming back to my channel. I am bringing you a new eyeshadow tutorial. I love really intense eyes, so it's actually a glitter cut crease look that I'm wearing today. So there is a picture that I have that I did the original look on. It looks fairly difficult, but it's actually pretty simple. So I want to show you guys all my techniques. So if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep on watching the video. Alright guys, so to start off, I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer just to prime my lids. I just like the way that it dries down, so I'm going to use a concealer brush to make sure that it's spread evenly across my entire eyelid. And just want to smooth it out as much as possible. Then I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I'm going to be mixing two shades to build more of a neutral tone for myself and a fluffy brush. You just want to make sure that anytime you're using an eyeshadow base that you really set it down with some powder. That's going to make all of your other eyeshadows blend really easily on top of it. That way you're not fussing with wet spots. Next I'm going to take this medium, kind of cool brown tone, and I'm going to start on the outer corner of my eye using that same fluffy brush and start building a transitional color. Now this color works better for my skin tone. However, if you do have a fair skin tone, you want to use something that is a little bit lighter but still has that kind of coolish gray undertone. You just want to make sure that you feather out those edges so that it's very seamless. So I'm just using a clean blending brush. And then I'm going to be taking some black from that same palette, and I'm going to start packing that in that kind of really winged out dramatic shape that I showed you in the picture in the beginning. So you always want to make sure that you're pressing and packing on the color first, then go back in with that Sephora blending brush and blend it out, and then just keep adding more color until you get the intensity that you want for the look. Then I'm going to be taking an angled brush, and I'm still using that same concealer. I'm going to use this to actually cut the crease. The easiest way to do this, honestly, is just to start from the inner corner and really draw like kind of like a half moon shape and make sure that it's nice and smooth. Try to use a really precise brush, and then before you can open your eyes, make sure you set it with powder, especially if you have a hooded eye shape. That just saves you so much more time from the concealer transferring to the rest of your eye makeup. Next, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced glitter glue and this beautiful Makeup Forever glitter. It's in number 13. It's so pretty. I think they still have them online at Sephora.com, but I'm not sure. So I did that same motion with cutting out the crease with the actual glitter glue, and then I just went back and started to pat the color on top. Make sure that you pat and press. Do not rub or swipe. It's not going to give you the most even application. And do it in layers and then slowly build it up till you get the intensity that you want. So make sure that every time you're doing your makeup, you start off with a little bit and then you can add a little bit more as you go along. And then this is an old palette from Makeup Forever. I want to say it's the Artist 2 palette or 1, I'm not sure, but I'll link it down below. And I just wanted to add a little element of color because it just looked too monochromatic. So kind of on that outer corner, tap in a little bit of that darker purple, and then I'm tapping in a little bit of that hot pink shade just to add a little bit more of that berry tone to it. I wanted this to look kind of semi like galactic girl type of whatever thing, I don't know, but I do like those tones, and that purple is a nice cool tone. The pink is a cool tone as well. Then I'm just really cleaning up that shape. I want that line to be sharp, so I'm just taking a concealer stick from Anastasia and just using that to like create a wing, like an actual wing for the eye shape. You can do this with your regular concealer or your highlighting palette. And then I'm going to take my cream highlight palette from Anastasia and just start to highlight underneath my eyes. I was already wearing concealer and color corrector before, but I did want to brighten it up a little bit since the eyes are very dark. And if you are going to wear some dark makeup, you do want to make sure that those under eyes are nice and brightened. That way you can kind of build dimension for the rest of your face. Although we're keeping the face relatively similar, simple, excuse me. I just want to make sure that everything's in balance with one another. All the elements are together. Next, I'm going to be taking my Lancome foundation stick. I love using this to contour. It has a really nice cool undertone to it. And you do want to use cool tones or cooler tones when you're working with contour. Just makes it look a little bit more natural. And that's also going to kind of bring the whole look together so my face won't look so icy. I do like adding a little bit of that warmth to it. I would avoid overusing bronzer for this specific look just because it doesn't really call for it. And this is more of a cool toned look. If you're doing like a warm smoky eye, that would be better to go with excessive bronzer. And then I'm going to take my Kat Von D powder, pat that underneath the eyes just to bake it, and then also underneath the cheekbones to really carve out those cheeks, girl. Next up, eyeliner. I find that the eyeliner is actually really easy to do after you've created the shape, because you just have to outline and follow that black eyeshadow and drag it right back. And if you already have glitter on your eyes, please try to use an eyeliner that's liquid and has a brush applicator. If you use a felt tip, I mean you can, but it's just so much more difficult. And you could drag some of the glitter off of your eye. So the Kat Von D liner actually does have a brush applicator if you look really, really close. And it has the ultimate precision that I love for doing really big, really bold cat eyes. You can leave out the cat eye too if you don't want all that. It's up to you though. You guys, I felt so sick when I was filming this. The day after, I got the flu for like a week and I was just like dying, basically. It was so awful. And then I'm going to be taking some of that purple color, taking that along the lower lash line. I still want to make sure that that color is well incorporated into this whole look. So I'm taking the darkest color closest to my eye, and then I'm going to take that hot pink and just drag that right underneath it just to smoke it out a little bit. Give it a little bit more berryness to the eye, because it just wasn't enough on the top lid for me. I do love this combination of colors a lot. So pretty. Then just a little bit of that black. I still want to keep with that intensified dark smoky look. So I'm just taking just a tiny bit of that and just really running that underneath the eyes as close to my lashes. Next I'm going to contour, but I'm not doing a very sharp contour with the powder. I'm just kind of deepening up the cream that I already had there. Just giving my face just a little bit more dimension and a little bit of warmth as well. I just really like how this whole look came together. It was actually kind of one of my favorites. Guys, oh my gosh, that thing is so broken. That's that Becca Holiday palette that had those 3 colors, and then that blushed copper color I kind of use as blush. And then I'm going to take the Candle Glow highlighter from Too Faced. I'm going to use that to illuminate the center of my nose, inner corners of my eyes, a little bit along the tops of the cheekbone. Like I said, I don't really use too much illuminator on my face, or on my cheeks at least. And then pop whatever lashes you would like on. I love the Farrah's, as you guys know from Huda. I'm a Huda lash girl. And I get a lot of questions about this lip color. I posted this on my Instagram before. And this lip color is from Sephora collection. I can't exactly recall the color right now, but I'm going to list all of the products that I use down below. It's so, so pretty. It's one of their cream lip stains, and it's very long wearing. And then I'm going to go on top of it with that Anastasia concealer pen or pencil. And I just wanted to lighten it up. I just felt like the color was just a little bit too dark for me. So I just wanted to lighten it up just a teeny tiny bit. Make it look more ashy gray. And that's it. So thanks guys for watching. And make sure to stay tuned for my next video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I love you all very much. Okay? Bye.